Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Tarot. This is the Daily Tarot for Tuesday, August 26th, 2025. Thanks for being here. I'm very grateful for all of you here. We're going to pull a few cards, get an idea of the universal energy for the day for this collective of people that are watching this reading. And this is information to help us improve, for us to navigate the day, to gain some insight, some wisdom, and to, as always, focus on how we can be better spirits that are existing in this very physical world, right? We are spirits in the material, per the Police song. But it's true, and this is going to hopefully give us some insight and inspiration as to how best to handle the energies today, what we need to move forward, and what we need to accomplish what we want to accomplish today. Okay, so let's take a look. We have 7 of Bows, and I'm using the Wildwood Tarot deck. It's a wonderful deck, very focused on with a nature energy, almost a shamanic feel to it. The edges are trimmed off. We have 7 of Bows. Clearance, clearing things out. 7 of Wands or Bows can also sometimes be about defending ourselves. In this case, this is making room for ourselves, for us to grow. And the Ancestor. This is, if I'm not mistaken, the Hierophant card, but with a much different twist of very much focused on shamanism and nature and respect for nature and that connection to the ebbs and flows of nature and the energy that it contains, and almost making clearance for that energy. This is very much about clearing off and clearing out things that no longer serve you, and clearing out, really focusing on the passions in your life and clearing out the things that don't serve that path that you intend. And this is very much about stepping into a new life and stepping into a new spiritual life and stepping into really following that inner voice. Like I said, this is the Hierophant card and a sense of connection to the divine and listening to the divine when it comes through and speaks to you. I don't know, I'm getting a sense of almost, it's your choice. It's like the Ancestor has come forward and is basically saying, you know what to do. Listen to your heart, listen to your soul, your heart, your heart brain, your heart space. And that's going to help you know what needs to be cleared, what staves need to be picked to be shaped, and what also needs to be burned. This is a kind of a different vibe than the typical 7 of Wands, like I said, which is about protection and defending yourself. This is more about clearing away and creating a space around yourself for the divine to enter into. And there's a certain peacefulness and stillness in this card that I think is going to help you today, to step into today. And that really, it'll nurture you today. It's almost like taking time today to really make sure you have some quiet time, to make sure you can move forward with that inner voice and be sure and know that you are on the right path. This is a really good card because it indicates this, like I said, this connection, this interweaving of how the divine works its way through and into the physical. And however you choose to do that, that might be through prayer, that might be through meditation, that might be through dance. It might just be taking a walk at sunrise or sundown, right? And feeling that connection to the energy and spirit around you, which is what you're going to need when you go to look at what needs to be cleared away. And what is the essential things you need to focus on today that are important in that connection to the spiritual world around you. This is an excellent card and set of cards to have for any new steps forward. You can do so with confidence and kind of that sense of you've cleared away a lot of what you didn't need, and so you can really step into this new way of being today. And not to be scared of it, but to just embrace it and carry it in your heart as you move through the day today. It feels like somewhat of a quiet, peaceful day. I'm not getting a lot of intrigue, but I'm going to pull a third card just to kind of look. Oh, wow, the shaman. That goes hand in hand. This is the magician card in the typical tarot. But this goes hand in hand with the ancestor. So this is very much about applying the practical skills of magic, of manifestation, of prayer, of that connection to the divine, and knowing that you are safe and that you can do great things today. Because not only have you cleared things out that were unnecessary, but you can continue to do so and really get to the core of what is important to you today. Very interesting and very powerful set of cards today. So I think the energies are going to be pretty supportive in everything you do today. And try to stay focused and connected to this idea of the divine and magic, and a bit of a more spiritual perspective today. I think that will help you quite a bit as you move through the day. I'm going to pull a punctuation card. This was kind of the punctuation enough, right? And the magician is all about taking the tools of the four elements and being able to create and do things and to surprise people and to create magic with very simple, with the simple tools of the staff and the sword and the bowl of water and the little bit of a fire here. And to sort of work and make the magic. This is connection to magic, connection to spirit, working with spirit. But I am going to go ahead and pull a fourth card, and it's right here on top, right there. Great. Wisdom. Experience and failure lead to wisdom. Apply wisdom to a present situation. Learn from the spirit world and its collective knowledge. Nice. All right. I'm going to put that there. Put this right here. We're going to kind of tuck that right about there. So look for wisdom today. Look for that knowledge, that spiritual knowledge that comes from the spirit team, from your guides, and from the other side. And I think you're going to see what needs to be cleared away today, what really doesn't need to be part of your path. And you'll be able to kind of see that a little bit more clearly and make room for that and pick out the things you really need to work on, not only today, but in the future. It's very interesting. This comes down in almost coordination with the moon path reading. The moon path reading is very much about charting your course, getting ready, and being ready for a lot of incoming and oncoming energy as we hit the full moon. So please check out that reading. This is about looking at what do you want to work on? What pieces of wood do you want to make into bows? And that starts today. And you have the wisdom to choose that. You have the wisdom. You know how to do this. You just need to tap in and find that heart space and that quiet center on the inside and you'll know what needs to happen next. Okay. I hope everybody has a wonderful Tuesday. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for being a part of this community and watching these videos, commenting. Please don't forget to like, share the video out if you know people that might be interested in it. I do these every day. I do a reading on the weekends for the weekend, and then the aforementioned moon path reading, which covers sort of the magical weather, quote, but the magical weather for the period of time from the ending of one moon phase as we lead towards another, that time of 2 weeks as we build towards the full moon. In particular, that's what this current reading is about. All right. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Peace and strength, and I will see you on Wednesday's reading. Bye-bye.